Venga, me la pita peleando. See? All right, now, so y'all know what it is. You know, I've been out here trying to learn how to read, but I also got to get my workout in. So where we at now is, I think we on the end of page 26 because I had already read a little bit of that to keep that on there. Let's see what we got going on. All right. So where we at? All right. While standing at the ticket window, the boy had remembered his flock and decided he should go back to being a shepherd. In 2 years, he had learned everything about pregnant ewes and how to protect the sheep from wolves. He knew all the fields and pastures of Andalusia, I think it is, and he knew what was the fair price for every one of his animals. He decided to return to his friend's stable by the longest route possible. As he walked past the city's castle, he interrupted his return and climbed the stone ramp that led to the top of the wall. From there, he could see Africa in the distance. Someone had once told him that it was from there that the Moors had come to occupy all of Spain. He could see almost the entire city from where he sat. Oh, we reading everywhere. So listen, I gotta get my workout in today, so I decided to bring y'all with me. But I'm still gonna read while I'm working out. Alrighty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read a page, and then I'm gonna do like I gotta practice my handstands. So I'm gonna practice my handstands, and I'm gonna read a page. So that's what I'll do today. So if you've been following me along, that handstand used to be hard. About 6 months ago, no, about 6 months ago, I couldn't even get a handstand, and now I'm on two hands, but the goal is one hand. So just like anything else, you can't stop. Like it's cold outside and winter's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't derail your path just because Christmas came. You know what I mean? You can't derail your path just because birthdays come, just because it's cold outside. My goal is to reach that one arm handstand and become one of the best readers I've ever could possibly be. But I'm not gonna get there by doing what everybody else does. You know what I'm saying? Christmas comes, I can't settle down. I gotta make it happen. It's cold outside, you gotta get out there and do it. You can't give up on yourself. You get one life. That's it. So that's one handstand down. We're gonna read another page and we'll come back in. So like I told you too, just like the handstand, I couldn't even read 6 months ago, and now I can read. So think about that, including the plaza where he had talked with the old man. Curse the moment I met that old man. He thought he had come to the town only to find a woman who could interpret his dreams. Neither the woman nor the old man were at all impressed by the fact that he was a shepherd. They were solitary individuals who no longer believed in things and didn't understand that shepherds became attached to their sheep. He knew everything about each member of his flock. He knew which ones were lame, which one was to give birth to months from now, and which were the laziest. He knew how to share them and how to slaughter them. He If he ever decided to leave them, they would suffer. The wind began to pick up. He knew that wind people called it the lav, lavender because on it the Moors had come from the Levant at the eastern end of the Mediterranean. The lavender increased in intensity. Here I am between my flock and my treasure, the boy thought. He had to choose between something he had become accustomed to and something he wanted to leave. There was also the merchant's daughter, but she wasn't as impressed as his flock because she didn't depend on him. Maybe she didn't even remember him. He was sure that it made no difference to her on which day he appeared. For her, every day was the same, and when each day is the same as the next, it's because people fail to recognize the good things that happen in their lives every day that the sun rises. Ooh, saucy. We just finished up that page too. All right. So if you've been following along, you know I've been on a journey for like the past 6 months to one, get a one arm handstand. Some of you don't even know that journey because I haven't even been posting that as much. And the other one was learning how to read. Y'all all know that. I've been learning how to read. Listen, last year I couldn't even read this book. And I'm already getting through it. It's a struggle, but trust me, it's a good struggle. Can't give up, no matter what. You got to make things that are uncomfortable cool. It didn't feel cool to read because I didn't know how to. But now that I know how to read, it's cool. It's cool. And it don't matter. The reason why I come out here to do it out here, like in public, is because I don't think enough people stress how many people out there can't read, can't do these things. And it's never going to become something that people do if you don't just jump out there and do it in front of everybody. So then you're not scared. Only thing people can tell you is what? You stupid, you can't read, or this, or whatever. Guess what? I'm out here getting it though. What they doing? That's how I see it. What they doing? All right, so then between that, we got to practice the handstand. So I don't try to just learn one thing. I try to learn many things. And a handstand is one of the things that I didn't know how to do either. When I started this reading journey, I couldn't do a handstand either. And now, look it, I'm learning. Woo! That's a first timer. Yeah, handstand push up. I must have got stronger. I didn't even know that. Oh crap. Yeah, that's dope. That's an exciting journey. I didn't even know I could do that. 6 months ago, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Oh man. All right. Oh, I'm hyped now. I gotta take a second and just soak that one in because that's a milestone. When you hit a milestone, you gotta really celebrate it. I've never done a handstand push-up, and I just did that. I gotta save this video because that that one was dope. Okay, I think I got a 28. I'm on page 28. Page 28 now. I left my father, my mother. Let me bring this up because I want to read this one a little higher. Ugh. Hold up. There we go. Yo. I left my father, my mother, and the town castle behind. They have gotten used to my being away, and so have I. The sheep will get used to my not being there. So the boy thought from where he sat, he could observe the plaza people continue to come and go from the baker shop. A young couple sat on the bench where he had talked with the old man and they kissed. That baker, he said to himself without completing the thought, the lavender was still getting stronger, and he felt its force on his face. That wind, excuse me, brought the moors, yes, but it had also brought the small of the desert and of veiled woman. It had brought with it the sweet and the dreams of men who had once left to search for the unknown and for gold and adventures and for the pyramids. The boy felt jealous of the freedom of the wind and saw that he could have the same freedom. There was nothing to hold him back except himself. The sheep, the merchant's daughter, and the fields of Andalusia. I still don't know if I'm saying that word right. Were only steps along the way to his personal legion. The next day, the boy met the old man at noon. He brought 6 sheep with him. I'm surprised, the boy said. My friend brought bought all the other sheep immediately. He said that he had always dreamed of being a shepherd and that it was a good omen. That's the way it always is, said the old man. Woo! Time to get back to another handstand. Mando. Mm-mm. Ah. Oh, oh, if you've been following along, my name is Oliver. You know, you know me as reading on here, but I also been practicing my handstands. If you know, my goal is to become a better reader, which I want to be the best reader I've ever known. Which I don't know many readers because I never really met people who like just read to me. So I will be my best reader because I'm the only one reading to me every day. But I'm sure the people I do know are amazing readers. I just never heard them read. So right now I'm the best because I only hear me read. So I don't got much to compete with. Um, and my lady reads, so she's probably the best right now. And my son, he's better than me too. But other than that, I'm the third. um, I'm also trying to learn how to do a one arm handstand. So that's why I come out here and I practice my handstands. If you look over there, oh, you can probably see him. If you look right there, there's a dude playing a guitar. Yo, he's cool. That's what I like about being out here. All right, so it's getting there. I can guarantee you by June, I should have a one arm handstand. By June, I should have the one arm. It's gonna take a little bit, but by June, I should definitely have the one arm handstand. All right, we're back in it. So we finished off page 28. If you've been following along, now we're going into page 29. Page 29, called the principle of favorability. When you play cards the first time, you are almost sure to win. Beginner's luck. Why is that? Because there is a force that wants you to realize your personal legion. It whet, whets your appetite with a taste of success. Then the old man began to inspect the sheep, and he saw that one was lame. The boy explained that it wasn't important since that sheep was the most intelligent of the flock and produced the most wool. Where where is the treasure? He asked. It's in Egypt, near the pyramids. The boy was startled. The old woman had said the same thing, but she hadn't charged him anything. In order to find the treasure, you will have to follow the omens. God has prepared a path for everyone to follow. You just have to read the omens that he left for you. Before the boy could reply, a butterfly appeared and fluttered between him and the old man. He remembered something. His grandfather had once told him that butterflies were a good omen, like crickets, and like grasshoppers, like lizards, and four leaf clovers. That's right, said the old man, able to read the boy's thoughts, just as your grandfather taught you. These are good omens. The old man opened his cap, and the boy was struck by what he saw. The old man wore a breastplate of heavy gold. Wow. All right. So we just finished off page 29. Um, if you've been following along, you know I'm on a reading journey. You know, I just keep saying it because I know on live sometimes people come and say, "What is he doing?" I'm reading The Alchemist right now. This is book number one. The goal is to get 100 books this year done. So I'm going to go from a person who didn't even read to reading 100 books by the end of the year. So think of that. I'm on book nine, but with book nine, I got like five books open. So that's where we're at with it. But also, we're not just learning how to read because you got to better yourself. We're also learning how to do a one arm handstand. I don't know why. I just thought it would be something that would be like really hard to learn. So I took on that journey, and I'll be honest, it's probably been one of the hardest exercises I've probably tried to take on. I've done a lot of workouts, but this probably is the hardest one. But I got better. I didn't know I got this good until today, but I think by June I should have one arm. I should, but it'll take a lot of work. But y'all been following me. You know I don't play. Hard work ain't nothing but a thing. Hard work ain't nothing but a thing. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna read to like 4:30 ish, and then I'm gonna head home. So what I'm doing is reading a page, doing a handstand, reading a page, doing a handstand, reading a page, doing a handstand, and that's how I'm learning to read. I don't really like reading like hard things, and this is a hard book, so it's really challenging. But I like working out and doing things like that. So that's not hard. Doing the handstand is fun, but reading the book, that's not hands on. I have to use my mental a little bit more, and that using my mental is not like my strength. Ah, and that's new. I couldn't do that like last week. I don't know how that happened, but now we got the handstand push up, which is kind of cool because it looks cool. I didn't even know I could do that. It kind of feels like you're floating in a weird way. I don't even know. But 6 months ago, I couldn't even do a handstand. So think of that. Oh, back to another page. All right, back into another page. So remember, if you're just coming in, I'm learning how to read. I'm not great at this, but I went from not reading to reading, but it's still a challenge. Covered with precious stones. The boy recalled my music. The boy recalled the brilliance he had noticed on the previous day. He really was a king. He must be disguised to avoid encounters with thieves. Take these, said the old man, holding out a white stone and a black stone that had been embedded at the center of the breastplate. They are called Ur- Urim, and Thummim. I don't know that word. Urim is Urim, and Thummim is Thummim. The black signifies yes, and the white no. When you are unable to read the omens, they will help you to do so. Always ask an objective question. But if you can, try to make your own decision. The treasures is at the pyramid that you already knew, but I had to instinct on my payment of 6 sheep because I helped you to make your decision. The boy put the stones in his pouch. From then on, he would make his own decisions. Don't forget that everything you deal with is only one thing and nothing else. And don't forget the language of omens. And above all, don't forget to follow your personal legion through to its conclusion. But before I go, I want to tell you a little story. A certain shopkeeper sent his son to learn about the secret of happiness from the wisest man in the world. The lad wandered. The lad wandered through the desert for 40 days and finally came upon a beautiful castle high atop a mountain. It was there that the wise man lived. Ha ha! We got done with page 30. All right. I'm probably going to cut off of the live now because I got to get a little bit of extra work done. Uh, probably, should I cut off the live or should I just keep reading on it? Y'all tell me. My battery, probably, should I cut off the live or should I just keep reading on it? Y'all tell me. My battery talking about. I love seeing your progress. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. So proud of you. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all for just, rocking out, and just sticking with me through it. Insane. I appreciate that. True. Alchemist. Yes, we're reading The Alchemist. That's the book right now for book one. We're gonna read 100, but this is the first one. For this year. I'm on book number 9. So this is book number 9 that I've read. Um, what are you reading? Oh, just said The Alchemist. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you too. Oh my gosh, you're reading Rockstar. You're reading Rockstar. Yeah, I've gotten better. I mean, compared to where I've come from, I can say I've become a much better reader. What's good, big bro? What's going on? Man, oh, what's up with that Angel? What's up, man? Oh, man, that's my brother right there. What's up, man? I'm out here doing my thing, trying to get better at, just get better at reading. Just better my mental health. That's all it is. How you doing? Uh, great book. That's amazing. Yeah, we out here. We're making it happen. Uh, great way for a brain break. Yeah, in between. It helps me a lot. My goal is to chapters of my book a day. I have a habit tracker to keep up with. Oh, cool, cool. Good job. Keep it up. Oh, much appreciated. Your reading has really improved. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I definitely can say it's improved because I don't know the reading level of The Alchemist, but I'm reading it. Anybody know what level that is? Keep reading. Sorry, late to the game. What the book? Good job, Miss. You reading The Outsiders. Keep on keeping on. Reading The Alchemist. I don't know what reading level The Alchemist is at, but I've been reading it. I don't know what level all the books are at that I've been reading, but I just been reading them. I try to just take them on as uh, a challenge, and the best way to look at it. Anybody know the level of mid high school? So it's the level of mid high school. Okay, so I'm like mid high school then. That's where I'm kind of at right now, mid high school. Struggling mid high school. I'm not reading like fluently mid high school, but just to think, I started off reading at like a first grade reading level like 6 months ago, and now I'm like mid high school. So that's kind of cool if you think about it. It's been a struggle the whole way. It hasn't been an easy ride, but to go from like first, second grade reading 6 months ago to mid high school now, hey, ninth and 10th grade, yeah. So just say I'm in ninth and 10th grade when it comes to reading. I used to be first and second. So we made it to ninth and 10th, baby. Let's get it. You can't beat that. You know what I mean? That's dope. It'd be really cool when I get to like professor level. I don't know what's a professor level book. Like, what's a book like that what I could be reading? And it's like where I'm at, like, cause that's goals. When I can get to like a scientist level, like I'm reading at like a scientist level. Like, I think you're at adult level reading now. You are inspirational, and so are you. And this is so cool. Like, all I'm doing is learning how to read. I mean, I didn't know that this was gonna be something that would make me, you know, a motivator. I thought there would be other things that would make me a motivator. I didn't think that just coming out here reading and stuff would make me a person that helps people to see that they can do things themselves. To be honest, I never wanted to tell no one I couldn't read. That was the last thing I wanted to tell people. I'm 34 years old. That's not, that's not comfortable to go around telling people you can't read, as an adult. But like now, I'm happy I did, you know what I mean? Because since I've done it, I've become a better reader. I've been working on myself. I've helped many other people start doing it themselves. So I didn't know that, me telling people I can't read was going to help other people to start taking on journeys and doing things on their own. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have waited 34 years. I would have did it at like, as a younger age. But hey, 34 was the age, so that's what we doing it at. So it's cool. I'm 14. I don't know how to read. Oh man, I don't know who you are, but listen, you're 14. You got all the time in the world. I'm 34, and I went from first to second grade reading to high school reading in 6 months. So you're 14. In 1 year, you can go to an adult reading level if you don't have no challenges, like if personal challenges, like if you have, because I just found out about things like dyslexia, and I don't even know if I'm dyslexic. I've never been tested on these things. But you're 14 years old. You have time right now to go and try to get tested for your reading. Take your time too. Don't even rush. You're 14. Just take a little bit at a time and just try to get better. That's all you would have to do. At 14 years old, oh my God, the whole world's in your hands. You think about it. I'm 34 and I took this journey on. You're 14. You could do anything you want right now. Imagine that. You right now can just say, hey, I'm going to start reading one page a day. By the time you're my age, if you just read one page a day, do you realize how amazing of a reader you would be if you just read one page a day till you're 34? That's what I mean. You don't have to rush because you're 14. You can literally read a page a day for the rest of like, the next 10 years and you will be an amazing reader. The great thing about this is if you did one page a day, you will get better and you'll start reading more pages. So say you set off to read one page a day for a year, by the time the next year comes, you'll be like reading 3 4 pages because you won't be able to stop because you'll be better at reading. That's what happened with me. I started off with 1 word, 2 words, 3 words a day, and then it turned into a page, and then a page turned into a chapter, and I was like, man, forget the chapter. We're gonna read 100 books. Like I didn't set off to read no 100 books. I set off to read just one book, and now I'm over here talking about, hey, I'm gonna read 100 books this year. I teach eighth grade reading. You can do anything. Reading can be done one sentence at a time. You're right. Especially at 14 years old. At 14 years old, you do not have to rush nothing. As long as you get up every day and you don't even have to read a book. It could just be reading the back of your cereal box every day. Every day you could just read a couple parts. You eat if you eat breakfast, eat a little bit out of the back of your cereal box or whatever, anything like that. You like food, just read a couple things on the food level label. When you go to the store and buy like something at the store, just read the label for real quick. Just read. Oh, what did I buy? I bought Doritos. I bought Lay's chips. I bought a cupcake. Read it and like just read that, and then eventually you'll just turn into an amazing reader. Congratulations for just taking on that challenge to just say that I'm 14. I don't know how to read. That's really big of you, and I'm really proud of you because at 14 years old I could not say that. I say it now at 34, but at 14 I was scared to tell people that. I was scared to tell my friends and family members I couldn't read. So I'm really proud of you, and I want you to know that you're really important, and you need to keep on reading because by the time you're my age, everything in your life will be amazing because you're gonna be such a great reader. I promise you. And trust me, everything in my life is going to become amazing too because I'm going to keep reading. I'm just doing it at a rapid pace because I'm 34. I'm not 14. I wish I was 14 because I wouldn't do it at this much. But unfortunately, I didn't do what I'm telling you to do. I let it pass me. I gave up on myself at 14. I stopped. And I'm telling you, don't do it. Just read a sentence. I didn't read nothing. For 34 years, I didn't read anything. Luckily, text messages came out because that's how I learned how to read. Because I wanted to start texting people, and that's how I learned how to read. Because I was like, I just want to learn how to text. I don't want to not be able to communicate with people. But unfortunately, texting didn't help me with reading. It broke down my reading. So I used to text with like I made up my own things in the text. I would just abbreviate and make things up. So if the word I didn't know how to spell, like say I spelled what, I would just spell like WHT. If I wanted to say U two, I would put a U and a number two. Like that's not the best way to learn how to read, but that's how I wanted to. That's how it got me in the door. The best way to explain. So I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. I don't know who you are. I'm gonna follow you though because I think that you should try to. I don't know if it did, but it said that you might have to request it. But I definitely want the young people to be followed and follow me because I want you to keep on. I'm gonna keep on too. Understand that. I'm not about to just stop. You're gonna see me read 100 books this year, so I want to see you on here maybe in a couple months saying, "Hey, Oliver, I read a book or two. I read, and we do it together. I need you to push me, and I'm gonna push you. Okay, this isn't easy. That's why I need you to stay with it. Because as long as I know that you watching me, I'm out here every day. If you watching me, I'm out here every single day because I need to do it for y'all. I need to make sure that I know that the 14-year-olds, the 15-year-olds who can't read, I need to know that y'all hear me, y'all see me. I'm making sure you go and read because I'm out here every day to make sure that you get better at reading. Let's do this. I'm going to read 100 books too. Do it with you. Let's do it. If you got The Alchemist, pick up The Alchemist and read it with me. If you don't, if you don't have the funds to get The Alchemist, uh, if you people send me books, so like if you're a person out there who wants a book, uh, send me an email. My email's on my page. Send me an email, and I'll ask TikTok to send me books to send to y'all. I don't got the funds, but they sent me books. And if you need books, then I'm gonna try to get you some books. I'm gonna say, hey man, I got a young person here who wants to read with me. They need The Alchemist. Come on, help me out. And people will give me the opportunity to get you that book. People want to see young people like you read. So even if you don't have the book that I'm reading, read the book that you're reading. And you can join my book club. You send me your email at oliverspeaks1@gmail.com. You could join my book club. And you don't even have to be reading the same book. You could be reading any book that you want to read. It does not matter. Any book that you want to read, as long as you're reading. Okay? You join the book club and you can come into discussion and just talk to me and I'll talk to you about the importance of reading and the things that I do. And I don't just read, I do handstands and other things too because I like to incorporate fun things in between there. And I had a son and I want to make sure that when my son's old enough to flip and jump and do fun things, I could do it with him. So I don't want to be like just bound to the chair. I want to be flipping and jumping with my kid. Do you have a book list on or Amazon wish list or books maybe? Yeah, I have a Amazon wish list on my link tree, and it has all the books that I kind of like would like to get, and also books that people requested. People have sent me requests, and I put them on the link tree on my page. So if you want to send me some books, or if you have personal books that you wrote and you want me to read them, it takes me a little while to get to them, but when I do get to them, I'll definitely try to shout you out and let people know. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we got some good stuff out today. I want to keep working out, but I also just want to keep reading. So let me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log off and save this video real quick, and then I'm gonna come right back on, and then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna read to y'all. I did a few handstands. Um, I wanted to read. I wanted to do more, but I could do more handstands at the house. I got like 15 minutes, so I'm gonna log off, save this video, and because I want to have this video to post later, and I'm gonna come back on and read like a couple more pages with y'all. So give me a second.